Already some big crowds we're seeing at these different gathering spots, so we want to check in with our crews on the ground, beginning with Audrey Russo. Looks like you've got some protesters around you, Audrey. What have you been hearing from them, and what are you seeing on the ground?
Yeah, I began at the Harriet Island Park gathering spot. This was a rally where there were speakers, there was music. Now we are on the move. The group started moving probably within the last 15 minutes or so. A really large group, easily a couple hundred people out here, and you can see they're all marching. They've got signs, they're playing music. I spoke to a couple of the groups here. I spoke to a family who, this is their first protest ever, and they said that this was the moment that they wanted to come out. They had seen No Kings rallies in the past, and then after everything that happened in January and February, they decided that this was the time that they wanted to come out and teach their young kids about protesting and standing up in general. I spoke to some other folks who say that they wanted to come out just to make their voices heard. You know, during the program, the live program that we heard, obviously they made mention of Alex Preddy and Renee Good. They made mention of different marginalized groups and wanting to stand up for their rights. A lot of anger at the Trump administration, especially spelled out on some of these signs. We're trying to be careful about some of the signs that we show. Obviously, we've seen some language. Obviously, a lot of emotions and tensions are high. But yeah, this is a group that's walking 1.5 miles to the Capitol for the main program that's going to start at 2 p.m. It's going to take us a little while to get here. The group is moving kind of slow. But yeah, easily a couple hundred people out here from Harriet Island Park now moving towards the Capitol grounds. Back to you.
And Audrey, we've heard from some of the organizers of this rally and these protests saying, of course, yes, this is a protest against what we're seeing from this current administration, but they're also billing it as somewhat of a celebration of community for going through and enduring some of what we saw during Operation Metro Surge. Are you picking up on that sentiment as well?
Yeah, you know, definitely it is a protest. And like I said, there's anger at the Trump administration, but we heard some of the speakers saying that there were problems that existed before that, and there's going to be problems that exist in the future. And that really the main goal of what's happening today is to show unity and to show that this is a group of people that wants to stand up for everybody and wants to celebrate that unity, both in the state of Minnesota and nationwide.